completely unsurprised and really fucking pissed. Really pissed. I was like, I sat on my bed, laid on my bed for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes at this point, I guess. Because I was like ready to go live. I had everything set up and I was like, I'm going to fucking lose it on someone. I'm going to lose it on someone. I don't know if I actually successfully calmed down. My boyfriend called me. I almost bit his fucking head off. I am pissed. Yeah, I feel you, Clutter. What about Trump's announcements regarding the G strip? I don't know. I don't even know if I can say it. I posted about it. I posted part of his comments, and of course, the video went nowhere. You didn't see it? He wants to clear every single PAL inhabitant out and forcibly move them elsewhere. And then he wants to level it, and then he wants to develop on it. He wants to... I can't even say the term here, I don't think. Ethnically, 1, 2, 3, 4, cleanse. When did I start doing ASMR streams? Yeah, Matthew. Me too. Wait, do you guys have the multi-chat? No. What's your country, Thox? Yep, exactly, Claudia. Don't get me fucking started. I already have people in my comments being like, Democrats were going to do the same thing. It's like, shut the fuck up. No, you don't get to claim that. If they were going to do the same thing, they would have done the exact same thing. They just would have done it. No, that's just your fucking cope. You're just afraid because you know you fucked up and you're to blame. History will remember the people who abstained as partially to blame for this. And I'm fucking glad. I'm going to make sure history remembers them that way. I'm going to make sure. It's going to be the last thing I fucking do. He said he's going to clean it out, Juan. Time to prepare for the next worst chapters. Yeah. I don't know, Elise. We do, Cookie. I agree. I know. It was so gross, Zisha. It was like, I just want to slap his fucking face. Yeah, Juan. I already have MAGA in my comments on YouTube. So I posted it on here. And what I did was I included 2 clips because I thought it was clear that there are 2 clips. Number 1, what he said he wants like America to do. And then second clip, which is technically from earlier, where he says like, I don't think we should rebuild it and redevelop it for the people who are there. Like, I think we should move them elsewhere. So it's 2 separate clips. Sorry. One right after the other. And I already have people in my comments on YouTube. Why does it smell like gas? Sorry, one sec. I guess it's fine. I already have them in my comments saying no. He's like, you're wrong. He's saying that he wants to redevelop it and rebuild it for PALs, for PAL people. I'm like, what? What do you fucking mean? No. And if you don't believe me, go look up the entire fucking speech. It's just, God, such fucking Stop spamming, Wisconsin. $1,400 views in 1 hour on that video. Yeah, that's not that good. I usually get more quickly. Okay, Wisconsin, I already warned you. No spamming in here. You're getting blocked. Thanks for playing. Don't spam, guys. Please. And thank you. 1.8. Yeah, Renee. It's so disgusting. Hi, Andrew. I'm pissed. I'm in a bad mood. I'm still seeing fucking people who abstained from voting saying Democrats would have done the same thing. I'm so fucking pissed at them specifically. Like, I know we can't, like, you know, I don't have any faith in MAGA to be good people, good, decent fucking people. Obviously, they're a lost fucking cause. But to the people who claimed to care about Pal, you fucking monsters. You fucking monsters. Selfish, self-absorbed pieces of shit. Oh, welcome, Ray. In CA. You saw like, yeah, there's a couple on there. Yeah, right, Tucker? Yeah, the anti-war president. Basically declaring war on Pal. Yes and no, Visa la. I think he also just has a complete disdain. Like, everything he does is in pursuit of his, like, personal fucking power and money. And literally, I mean, as gross as it is, completely cleansing G and like developing it as a real estate tycoon is completely in line with his tactics and what he does and what he genuinely does just for himself. That's completely in line with him, with his desires. So don't assume that that's a distraction. That is completely in line with him and his absolute disdain for human life. And his fear of, no, what was it? I mean, hopefully not, Michael, but hopefully we can push back. Hopefully the international community will push back. It's disgusting. Fucking disgusting. Not much more news, Ray. Just that they're still in there wreaking havoc, I guess. Hi, Claire's. G is pal. You know, the strip by is. I can't say the full words here because then I get fucking censored. Nope. Exactly, Rockwell. The whole time, Rich. The whole time is so gross. So gross. Yeah, Tucker. Oh, it's super illegal, but don't you worry. If we ever get Trump to leave office, he'll pardon them all on the way out. Disgustingly. I was thinking that. I'm like fucking excited. Like, in my twisted head, I'm just like, the only comfort I find is in revenge fantasies right now. That's how I make myself feel better. And I was like looking forward to the United States imprisoning Elon, parading him through the streets like Cersei. and stripping all of his belongings and then redistributing his wealth to the people of the United States. Huh? Huh? How about that for a sovereign wealth fund? Hmm? Exactly, Mama. Why do you hate people, Lexi? Why do you hate this country? Do you like what's happening to it right now? Do you like watching what Elon and his lackeys are doing to our country right now? Yeah, Zach. I agree. The High Sparrow? Yeah, probably. I don't know. I just want him humiliated. The worst thing, no, it's not the worst thing. Obviously, there are worse things in the world, but one thing that like really pisses me off about these monsters is that they fill me with such anger. I would do unspeakable things to them in retaliation, only for because of the unspeakable things that they are doing to people. You did, Mama? Oh my God. Jesus, special employee. This is disgusting. Well, Lexi, I hope it's your Social Security that goes first. Let me just say that. What do you have against trans people, Lexi? What do you have against trans people? Okay, so then why did you vote for a party that wants to strip away all their rights? Maybe you have nothing against them, but clearly you think so little of them that you're willing to sacrifice them for your own personal gain, which I'd love to know what you personally gained from all this, that it was worth sacrificing everyone you did. Okay, Lexi, but here's the thing. I don't have to respect your views. I have listened to MAGA for months on end in here, and we're watching, and we warned people for months on end what such hateful views would result in. And we're watching it happen before us. You want respect? Earn it, Lexi. I'm asking you. I'm asking you. What was it? And I'm pointing it out. You know what I mean? Sorry, I don't like. You won. You have all the fucking power right now. Congratulations. I would love to know what personal gain was worth it to you to sacrifice the lives of trans people in this country. I'm genuinely asking. Really? Jesus, Tucker. Musk can now access veterans' personal data from where they live to their bank account info. News just broke 2 minutes ago. Thank you, Tucker. Nothing is worth anyone's life. Okay, so Lexi, well that's my logic. That's how I feel about it. But that's clearly not how you feel about it. I mean, assuming you call yourself a Republican, so I assume you voted for this. So what was worth someone's life? Many people's lives, actually. What was worth it, Lexi? You made that choice. I didn't. You are, Dan? Go for it. Yep, Renee. I can't. Here's the thing. I can't believe we heard so much bullshit about her fucking emails. And then Elon Musk going in with his fucking lackeys, plugging who the fuck knows what into whatever and everything else. And not a peep. Not a peep. Why didn't you vote, Lexi? Why didn't you care enough to vote? Could you vote? I don't know if you could vote. It's disgusting, Mr. Goodbar. Why wasn't mail-in an option for you? Who would you have voted for if it was an option, Alexi? Yeah, Gus. Joel, sorry, I didn't. I'm sorry. YouTube, Joel, you still there? The UN. So Joel on YouTube says the UN will probably want to know where they plan to move 1.8 million people. It's a good point, but also the U.S. withdrew from. What did the U.S. withdraw from? U.S. withdraws. They withdrew from UNRWA, but also from like the Human Rights Council. Human Rights Council. The UN Human Rights Council. The world is unstable because we make it unstable, Zach. The United States is like heavily responsible for a lot of that instability. It's not because the US is somehow fucking superior or some shit. I mean, I will say this. Trump is sort of Trump is engaging in exactly what the US always has. Make some like cause some fucking problems and then swoop in to act the hero. Why aren't we? Because it's fucking What do you mean why aren't we? Cuz it's Trump. Well, I'm definitely more of an expert than you are, user. At the very least, I can choose the right your. Exactly, Renee. Did he say that? I'm sure it's true, but did he say that? Yeah, very cool. Exactly, Claudia. Here's the thing. I would have happily taken responsibility for everything that happened under the Kamala presidency, even though I don't consider myself a Democrat, even though there was plenty I criticized and stuff. Sure, if you told me I would have to take responsibility for everything that happened under her, fine. But if you abstained, you have to take responsibility for everything that happens, regardless of who won. If you abstained, that was your fucking choice. So you get to take full responsibility for what's happening now. You did nothing. U.S. Postal Service paused accepting packages from China and Hong Kong after a Trump order ending their duty-free handling took effect. Damn. Oh, boy. Um, Bad, Jules. Did you see what Trump announced about Gaza? Oh, hey, Condors. I just saw what you said. Okay. Welcome. Honestly, Claire, I think so Claire said, how much more do you think it's going to take it so Trump supporters finally see how bad he really is? I want him to enact the economic policies he promised. I want him to impose those fucking tariffs. I think it's about fucking time they see what those tariffs actually do. I'm so sick. I spent months trying to educate people on how tariffs work and the effects they have, and he just fucking pussied out from imposing them. I want him to go ahead and impose them. Settle the fucking debate. Settle it, Trump. I want them to see what they voted for. I want them to get exactly what they voted for. But he's going to avoid doing shit like that because he knows that as soon as he does things that actually affect his supporters, they will fucking turn on him. But in the meantime, he's going to do everything he can to basically start the second H cost. Exactly, Renee. I did random. I already posted about it. I know, right, Claire? The irony. People got so pissed when I was like, well, hope you get what you voted for. Hope you get exactly what you voted for. Yeah, the U.S. hasn't had much respect for many years. Random, they're in my comments still defending themselves. They're saying that she would have done the exact same with zero fucking evidence of that. It's fucking disgusting. Disgusting. Cope harder, guys. You had some, and I'm just saying, you know, I'm gonna make sure the history books like blame them. I'm gonna make sure. So if it's the last fucking thing I do, it'll be making sure that the history books reflect the abstainers as responsible for this. I think protest is always valuable, Matt. I think it's always valuable. I think it's always valuable to obstruct, to kick up some shit, to make things frustrating. Always. Which one, Claire? Oh, hold on a minute. Yeah, the U.S. has been complicit since the fucking dawn of time. In that sense, absolutely. But you know what? I would much rather be criticizing Kamala for whatever her fucking policies were on this than this being the situation where Trump literally once had just announced with a fucking smile on his face that he's going to cleanse the whole fucking strip. I would much rather be protesting and going after Kamala for whatever the fuck she would have done than this. Because I know for a fucking fact it would not be this. I didn't heat the oven to the right temperature. Thank you, Connors. Thank you. I do too, Zach. I blame him as well. I'm so fucking angry at him still. I wish, like, I had a way to fucking message him. When he was president, I would send messages through the White House portal whenever I got really mad. I sent a few about Palestine. Yeah, Rich. It pisses me off whenever I'm like talking about something horrible that's happened and someone's like, "What?" I'm like, "What do you mean? What?" But I will say, I mean, I'm a filmmaker, and like in the last basically year and a half, I've started doing content creation a lot more because the film industry is so slow. So this is like 90% of my job right now, like content creation and talking, you know, posting about this and stuff. And so, you know, most people, I mean, it's mostly my boyfriend who I keep up to date on stuff. But whenever I tell him about something and then I'm like still talking about it and he's like, "Wait, what do you mean?" I'm like, "I fucking told you about this. Like, how is this not on your mind 24/7 after I tell you about it?" It just, you know what I mean? Like, part of me is like, I can't, what do you mean? I had my neighbor recently. I was live streaming the other night and I was walking my dog outside and ran into my neighbor and she's like, "So I found your TikTok." And I was like, "Oh." And she's like, "Can we like meet up and talk about this stuff because like my friends don't talk about this really. It feels like they're not really." And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." We still haven't done that, but yeah. No, it's my neighbor. I know her. Like we know each other. Around the world on leave. Ugh, Jesus Christ. Thank you, Darkwing. Eagles or Chiefs? I don't know. Who's less shitty? Ni hao. Lettuce. Yeah, Rich. Really? Oh my god, enlightened. I'm proud of you. Really? You were there? Did you get good footage? Yeah. Yeah, Dan. I saw that. I was like, hey, just like my. Go watch my Watergate video if you don't know the reference. Ding. I gotta make that other. I keep. I don't know, Matt. Um. No, no, no. Well, hope it doesn't affect you. Oh, thank you, lettuce. They're kind of old now. They're like a few weeks old, so they're kind of coming off. I still have to make. I have to make that history in under 10 video that I keep putting off. I've been putting off for like a month now. I didn't get that job, by the way, to host the thing for Crash Course, the Hank Green thing. Womp womp. They reached out to me. Well, like a casting director reached out to me and said, like, "Oh, one of the producers from Crash Course saw your work and thought you might be perfect for this." So I did like a screen test and all that. I think I did pretty well. I think I did as well as I could do. So yeah, yeah, a little bit. Let us. Hi, Gracie. But yeah, it would have been cool because it was gonna be like a history based thing or something. But I don't know. They might have also just like been watching my content and seen me get more and more political. I don't know, Gracie. I'm in a very bad mood today. So we'll see, quite frankly. I'm not happy with anyone right now. Ya hiciste tus push-ups. No, not today. Especially you. No. I'm glad that you went to the protest, Enlightened. Thank you. Keep doing that. ¿Por qué? Did you hear about what Trump is doing in Gaza? Watch my latest video. Enlightened. Go watch it. I don't fucking know, Alexis. It's like never ending. It's never ending. So exhausted. I know that's the point, but like, hi, well alone. They're tomorrow. The nationwide protests, the protests at every capital, at every state capital are tomorrow. Okay? I unfortunately can't go because I don't live anywhere close to my fucking state's capital. I live in New York City. My state's capital is in fucking Albany. It's like 9 hours away. The hell? But tomorrow. They're not lies, Adam. Name the lie, Adam. Name the lie. Let's fact check it. No, he's not here. I will tell him. Enlighten. He called me earlier and he pissed me off. Everyone's pissing me off right now. I know, right, Claudia? If you voted for Trump, you obviously don't love facts, Alexis. I have not, Rex. That would be amazing, though. No. All I saw was anonymous. All I see is like the video, anonymous making a video like on like 9 years ago warning him, saying you will regret the next 4 years. They did fuck all as far as I know. Wow. Some hacktivist group you are. Anonymous. Yeah, send it to me. Too many mention? No, Adam. If you're going to claim that we're reacting to lies, name a lie. Name a lie, Adam. We do the work. We find the information. Name a lie or just accept that we're right and you're lying. Name the lie. Or just accept that we don't lie, you do. This dude came in here and said that lefties react to lies about Trump nonstop. And so I said, name the lie. Name the lie. He can't name a lie. Where did you send it, Rex? On TikTok, I assume. I know, right, Alexis?
Now is the time to unite to fight fascism, to show that we are very serious about stopping any proposed fourth right by the fascist Donald Trump. We have attached a gift of sorts, Trump's social security number, cell phone number, and other details that might be able to assist you in independently investigating this would-be dictator.
For more on this, we bring in ABC News senior justice correspondent Pierre Thomas. He's in Washington this morning. Good morning, Pierre.
Good morning, Robin. Donald Trump appears to have a new adversary, not political, but a potentially formidable one, Anonymous, known for its aggressive hacking. In that video, Anonymous claims that it secures some of Donald Trump's personal and private information and is blasting it.
This is the thing from 9 years ago.
Overnight, the Trump campaign released a statement acknowledging the attempt, saying authorities are seeking the arrest of the people responsible for attempting to illegally hack Mr. Trump's accounts and telephone information.
This is from 9 years ago. Yeah. I don't know why they posted it a week ago. I just commented on it. This is from 9 years ago. Apparently the Constitution is unconstitutional. Let us thank you. Thank you for the Dalgona candy and the roses. Getting people all excited. It's not that exciting. And then, yeah, BBC has an article, Anonymous Trump hack. We found the same info using Google. Fucking stupid. If you like your healthcare, you can keep your healthcare. Remember that? What about that? I'm sure that was Trump. What are you talking about, Adam? If you like your healthcare, you can keep your healthcare. Remember that? What are you talking about? Yeah. He opened. Oh God, that was so ridiculous. What about it, though? Yeah, Adam, where's the lie there? Trump said that? Trump said that in 2008? Okay, so where's the lie? How does that disprove he said it on the campaign trail. Okay. What does that disprove or prove? Okay. How does that identify any sort of lie? What are you trying to say here? God. You guys are exactly what I expect, and yet I'm always surprised. You're drawing a contrast for me? A contrast between what? A random fucking quote? Hi, Autumn. How does that prove any sort of fucking lie? What are you fucking talking about? Name the lie. You want to claim lefties are lying about Trump? Name the fucking lie. He took us back to '08. Jesus. Oh, mechanics. Le mandaste la chingada. No, I didn't. I'm spinning against the wind and you don't even realize it. Okay, Adam, so you can't name a single lie. Got it. What, Adam? You can't name a lie. Thank you for proving that none of what I say is ever a lie and everything you say is a lie. Thank you. That was the bet, right? If you couldn't name a single fucking lie, you had to accept that none of what we say are lies. I don't think so, random. We're just hanging out, C's. Some weird fucking MAGA person in here is trying to prove a lie, but they can't name the lie. talking about how Trump is the worst. Adam, you can't name the lie. I will, Adam. People like you, I mean, it's hard not to be smug around people like you. You give us so many reasons. I know, Random. When I say we'll see, I more just mean like it kind of in the ICC has a warrant out for Bibi right now, but unless he steps foot in a country that will respect the warrant, there's nothing anyone can do about it. Same with Trump, and no one's gonna execute a warrant like that. Hi, Philippe. Enlighten says hi. I don't know. Top shelf. Oh, wait, I gotta go put my dinner in the oven. Sorry. Congress is trying to do stuff. You know that unfortunately, without any Republicans, Democrats are fucking powerless. It's Indian food. It's butter chicken. Yeah, I don't think that's stupid, Zach. Actually, we were talking about... What did you put in yours? We were talking about that the other night. I have a very light one. But it has one of these guys in there. Like a hand crank radio thing. But it doesn't work anymore. I tried it out and it doesn't work. Turns out that like whatever the battery in there, like to store whatever, doesn't work. Yeah, random. Hey, Philippe. Those hand. Yeah, that's what it is, though. That's exactly what this is. It's like a ham radio with solar power and hang crank. But the problem is that the whatever battery like stores the power can also go bad. Oh, bye, lettuce. Okay. Think Bao Fang. But even that, even if it's not integrated, the lithium iron battery that's in it. Let's open it up. Hi, Jennifer. This one worked. It's just I've had it for a few years. Oh, thank you, Dish Bench. Thank you. Bao Fang kit. All right. I'll look it up. But I think it's going to be the same because it's going to have an internal lithium ion battery to store it, and that goes bad after a few years. What else do you have? Hi, God. Philippe, the CO2 thing, I just screw it in, right? It was an impulse. Okay. Ugh. Hakeem Jeffries is on the fucking TV. He's my representative. I fucking hate that dude. Okay. What else goes in a bug out bag? Yeah, I have a headlamp. I have a couple. And I have a couple flashlights as well and some lanterns. I also have I have bags of water. And then I also have one of those tub water things. Carabiners and paper maps. Duct tape. Well, I have mostly gaff tape and stuff. I have a bunch of types of tape. They're not in a bug out bag, but... So this is... God, this is paracord and a compass. Yeah. I do need... God, this is... Wait, did God say BRB? Yeah, he did. Okay, when God is back. This is the battery that, the rechargeable battery that stores the power in these things. Black waterproof marker, whistle, EM kit, pad of paper. I'm going to write these down. Paracord, compass, carabiner, paper maps, duct tape, black waterproof marker, whistle, EM kit. What do you mean? Like emergency medical kit, right? Kit, pad Sanitary napkins. For wounds, but also because I'm a lady. Bic lighters. Bic lighters. I also have a Zippo, which is good. Bic lighters. Oh, yeah. Wait, Philippe, you got a Bic lighter, right? Books on simple survival projects and film. Yeah, I was thinking of that. Oh, God. Enlightened. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Rope for tourniquet. Damn. Pew pew. I live in New York City. It's not happening. Yeah. Honestly, if we get to the point where I need a bug out bag, I'm dead. It's fine. Probably just prefer that anyway. Good evening, cousin. Then a fixed and a folding. Yeah. Oh, God. Genuinely, if it gets to the point of like bug out bag, just gonna just take me. It's fine. Okay, thank you. Enlightened. Me too, OG. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't, Abe. I was gonna say like worst case, like I'm gonna stay put. You know what I mean? I have nowhere to bug out to. That's the thing. Toaster spots, exactly. Yeah. Well, so Renee, I have like some emergency supplies for like weather emergencies and stuff, but like in most cases, it's the best thing you can do is to just stay put in most cases. Bug out means like, like emergency escape, basically. Ugh, I never have cash. God. Hopefully I'll just be on a plane to Spain before that. Like if it gets that bad, hopefully I will have made my escape. Yeah, me too, man. I know, Meth. Don't fucking remind me. I know. Planes are just falling out of the sky now. I was, Juan. You're going to Florence. Florence is nice. I like it. Yeah, I've thought about that, Abe. Yeah, I guess, Ross. Oh, thank you, God. Yeah, that's the other thing. I have thought about that in moments, but if I really had to like emergency escape, I gotta get her like a pet passport. Damn it. I would get a passport now, Tiffany, if you can. Trump. Yeah, I won't be able to take my dog with me. God damn it. I didn't watch Amelia Perez, no. I heard it was terrible. Yeah, you have to, there's like, I mean, pet passport, but yeah. But mainly it's like their health documentation and stuff like that. Shit. Riz, what am I going to do with you? I'm talking about you to strangers on the internet. I know, doesn't that sound crazy? Oh boy, what am I gonna do if I have to leave the country? What am I gonna do with you, baby? Baby. I hope nothing happens. Oy. She would? God? Okay. You'll take care of her if I have to leave the country? Oh. She hates squirrels. She'll love that. You want to go live with God if I have to leave the country, baby? Would you ever forgive me? He's got squirrels for you to chase. You hate those fuckers. Fucking disgusting, Dan. I know. I know. I love you. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you. Yeah, random. I just saw that alert. Someone mentioned it earlier too. All 10,000 U.S. AID employees worldwide going on leave. I'm so disgusted by Trump voters. So disgusted at this point. Don't insult Pinky in the brain like that. Yeah, that's fair. Don't do it. Pinky in the brain. The problem is they don't have a brain between the two of them. Spain, Megan. I'm moving to Spain. I was born there. It's great. But we're just talking about if we have to leave in an emergency, what would I do about my dog? Hopefully it won't be an emergency. Hopefully, if it comes to that, it'll just be a decision, a normal decision, right, Rish? Loquita. Guapa. Can you speak Spanish? Will you understand Spanish? Bien. Muy bien. 3 kids and 1 English bulldog and 1 French. Nice. 5 kids, yeah. Exhausting. 5 children? Can you imagine that, Riz? Can you imagine 5 children? 5 babies just like you? You want to get down? She's like a kid. Anytime it's like clear she wants to get down, I want to like place her down so she doesn't like hurt herself. But she's always like, no, I want to jump. You started making them in bulk. Oh, God. Oh, God. Speaking Spanish. What the hell? Really? 3 times? Careful. Ten cuidado. Enlightened. I'm dying with 1, Ross. Hi, Fire. COVID babies. Shit, dude. COVID twins. Nice. Nice, God. I'm fighting with leftists with never comma leftists in my comments, by the way. Gotten multiple of them now in there saying Democrats would have done the exact same. No, they wouldn't have. Shut the fuck up. Stop lying. Like, you fucked up. Acknowledge it, man. Accept the part you played. Sorry, I'm making my food stuff. If anyone wants to hop up, God, if you want to hop up, you're welcome to. Bum, 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 bum. Hell yeah! Happy Black History Month. Nice. Where's that museum? The fuck? Oh my god, I hate it when these bags do this. Everything's pissing me off today. Come on, don't fuck with me today. Don't fuck with me today. Am I for real? Me? Yeah, I'm for real. Are you for real? Ontario? Nice. Oh, Memphis, Tennessee. I always. Where the fuck are my scissors? I have like 3 pairs of scissors. Everything is. nice. It's free on Mondays, but it could probably use the money you would spend on it on every other day. Yes, Infernal Poet. Mentioned it earlier, but there are new people in here that weren't in here earlier. Tomorrow, if you're near your state's capital, or any state's capital for that matter, there are nationwide protests at each state's capital. Oh, nice. Random.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Jesus, Dan. We're so fucked.
Does the microphone on this? I got a different headset now.
It sounds good.
Sound quality's good.
Yeah. You sound real professional, God. You sound like a real pro.
Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive set, so hopefully so.
Oh.
I was just trying. I'm not sure where the Spanish Catholics stand on the whole Bible prophecy stuff, so I was trying to get some intel out of Enlightened.
Yeah, Catholics are pretty intense on the Bible. They're pretty.
Yeah, but are they like all gung ho about the Bible prophecies and stuff?
It's a good question.
Because the evangelicals around here started setting off fireworks.
Did they really?
Yeah, they real happy.
This is fucking disgusting. Excuse me, one sec.
Hello, everybody else. Hello. Of course they're the problem. They've been the problem forever. For a long, long time.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, they want to see that bad.
Surrounded by the more.
Oh, no, I never look at you. Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, Philippe. How are you doing? How is life in the big city?
Those really are some of the worst people on earth, aren't they?
That's what I've been trying to tell people. I don't know. I'm just about over it. I think I'm just going to give up on the internet.
What? You're giving up on the
tired of it now.
internet? What the hell?
Yeah,
Why?
I'm tired of it now.
Why?
It ain't doing any good. It ain't doing any good. It's too slow. Those people still going to do wrong, bad things.
That's true. That's true.
It's very discouraging.
This is going to get me in trouble because it's going to look like smoke. Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, signal. What happened? That's weird.
No, nice. It's always nice to work. Well, as long as you enjoy the kind of work you're doing anyway. It's not nice to work if you don't enjoy the kind of work that you have to do.
Fuck? That doesn't make any sense. Huh. Okay. We got a new thing, and by we, I mean Philippe got a new thing for his camera so that it stopped, it doesn't keep going out of battery, you know? Basically,
cool.
it's like plugged in.
Well, you've been needing that for a minute.
Yeah. Well, it hasn't been that crazy, that bad. It's like the batteries last
Carrie.
for a long time, but
It's been a minute since I've seen some of these peoples. Like Carrie. This is not none of this stuff is good news still. I
go
mean,
read your post, please. How much? I can't. Can you send me a link, Linz? Do you want to write it? What does it say? What is it about? Hi, Carrie. Yeah, Carrie's having full-blown crises. Just
Yeah.
It's just above.
I think a lot of us are having a blown crisis, but probably not as bad as Carrie at the moment.
Where is it? I'm not seeing your post, Lynn.
May got filtered.
Oh, did you see that university grant proposals can no longer include the word women or female? Yes, I did. Fucking.
Yep.
When are you guys deciding to leave? What is your final alarm or red flag? I can't. We had this conversation a few weeks back, remember? We're like, how do you, like, when do you go? When is it bad enough that you're leaving? Because if it's bad enough that you're leaving, is it already too bad?
Is it too late? Yeah.
Is it too late? The El Salvador thing is kind of your alarm? Which part of it? Well, so yes, Megan, but that's two different things. So Antifa, so the bill that says that like outlaws Antifa, that hasn't passed yet. That was introduced by Marjorie Taylor Greene. I feel like if that passes, yeah, I might leave. Because yeah, they'll say anyone's Antifa.
Yep.
But that hasn't
They'll be
passed
able
yet.
to, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Elon is like, he's probably the worst president ever so far.
It's fucking insane. Carrie's fixing to leave. Need money for your passport. Yeah.
I do wish I was better funded to help more people, but I'm just not.
Yeah, guys, if you want to, I know times are tough right now, but if anyone can spare any change for Carrie, she's in a particularly dicey situation, and her passport was recently stolen. But she and her daughter need to get out of the country ASAP.
I don't know that there's any stopping it now. It's just too late.
Call your Republican representatives and tell them to stop him. Democrats are trying, but they're in the minority. And then yell at the other fucking Republicans in your life.
Yeah. Do what you can.
Philippe and I have talked about looking for a place in Spain.
Oh, that's probably a good idea. Are you accepting other guests? I don't know who this is. It says they're a recent guest. We'll see what they want. Hello, person.
Hello, person.
Hello.
What's up?
Who is this?
You should know my name.
I should know your name. Why should I know your name?
I mean, it's on the screen.
Sorry, I have to like click into it on my computer. Will. Okay. Hello, Will.
That's not my name.
That's not your name?
Yeah, nobody's going to call you that other one. You can get over that.
I'm your daddy,
That's
Will.
not going to work.
So I come up here. I mean, no, I was in the comments. I heard you guys calling Elon president. Could you explain that?
Can we explain that? What do you mean? Pretty
Well,
self-explanatory.
he's the one in charge.
He's
He's
running
doing all the
shit.
decision making, obviously.
Stop.
Him and Murdoch.
He's controlling the Doge. That's about it. Elon's not doing anything else.
I think he's doing it all. It seems like he's doing it all.
Yeah, how you guys are ignorant. You guys were not saying that with Biden, but you guys are saying it with Trump. And you see how incompetent Biden was.
We didn't see Elon hanging out with Biden and telling him what to do. He was actually he was making his own decisions, though they weren't good ones, a lot of them, but
Yeah.
at least it was actually the president
Also,
and not Elon and Murdoch.
Now you guys admit he didn't do a good job. Wow, all right.
Admit, I've been saying that ever since he was elected.
Yeah, dude.
Where
I'm
have you
sorry.
been?
I'm sorry. Democrats have always been able to criticize their people, like always. He's still a hell of a lot better than Trump ever was and ever will be. It's two different things there.
Yeah, at least Biden knows how to read and write. I mean, come on.
Trump is the second president to win 3 elections, so.
Oh, please.
What do you know, please?
He's a
We don't do election denialism in here, dude.
yeah. It's only 2. It's not his fault, Brenna. They can't count. They don't numbers very good.
That's true.
I mean, he was the one chosen for the job. At the end of the day, he won the popular vote and he won the election, so he got the double whammy. You can't beat that. He got all the swing states too, I believe, right? Am I wrong? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely deserved the win.
That doesn't make him a good president.
No, I'm not saying he's a good president. I'm just saying that you gotta give him your respect. He's your president.
I don't have to give anyone my respect.
No, I'm just saying. I mean,
No. Listen, hey, Will. We don't deny election results in here. You just did. You just claimed he won in 2020. You're the one who's denied. No one in here has denied fucking election results.
I'm disputing the millions of votes, 100 million votes that were found. I mean, why were there so many votes counted?
Hundreds of millions of votes. Oh, Jesus.
There are people down below, 10 feet, voting.
That's not true. No one ever found any fucking evidence. Actually, the only voter fraud evidence that was found was by Republicans, ironically. So
Prove it. How?
it's been proven in a court of law.
Time and time again.
You can look it up. There's plenty of
Over
stories.
and over.
It's not widespread. But the only cases of actual voter fraud were by Republicans.
I mean, we could pull up an article, but it's not like you could actually read it. Yeah, I'm tired of being nice to him now.
It's funny because you guys need the Department of Education, and we don't.
Oh, you think you don't? Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
I taught myself everything I know.
What do you have against disabled kids, man?
You taught yourself everything you know. You don't know much, do you?
What do you mean I have? What do I have against disabled kids? Well, that's a bold thing to say.
Well, I mean, you're so against the Department of Education. Do you even know what the Department of Education does? Basically just ensures that every kid has access to education, including kids with disabilities. So clearly you must hate kids with disabilities if you don't want the department that ensures that they get an education to exist. What do you have against them?
I mean, listen, I think that our funds need to be allocated to somewhere more important.
Okay, so you hate kids with disabilities. Okay.
I hate is a strong word.
Right, you look down on them. You look down on them
I'm
because
gonna-
you don't think that they're worth educating. You don't think that they
I
deserve
think
an
there's-
education.
Do I think there's a better spot to put our money?
Like where?
Absolutely.
Like where?
I mean, listen, we have so much issues going on right now.
No.
Well, go
Clearly,
ahead.
you can think of. Clearly, there's so many better places that we could put our money. So name at least
I
one.
think we're gonna probably make it up with the ice deportations, most likely.
No, where
What do you mean
where?
make it up? That doesn't
What do you
make
mean
any
make it
sense. You're
up?
not
Yeah.
answering the
What do you
question.
mean? Yeah, you want to get rid of the Department of Education, which ensures that kids with special needs, kids with disabilities, get an education. And you said that it's because there's better places we could put our money. So I want to know, according to you, name one thing that we could put our money towards that's more important than ensuring that kids with special needs get an education.
National security.
Okay, we have national security. You know that
Not
Trump
not
just
not the
Trump
best.
just sent out a thing is trying to fire everyone in the CIA, right?
Yeah, because it's corrupt. He's gonna resign.
Okay. Okay, but
That,
so
that
in the
is
meantime, there's going to
the
be no
pot
one in the
calling the
CIA,
kettle
right?
black there.
Yeah.
Because
Hold
it's
on.
corrupt. It's corrupt. Trump says it's corrupt.
Also, it's kind of crazy. Like so many other countries, most other countries are able to like educate their kids with special needs and have national security. Why are
No,
we
but the
why
thing is
can't we so
that
we can only afford national security. We're that poor as a country.
I'm just
Huh.
the thing is that we're a couple years behind, obviously. Um, so we need to get those years back.
A couple years behind what?
And national security. I mean,
A couple
Biden.
years behind what?
I mean, Biden literally. I think me personally, I'm not saying it's really a valid answer, but I think Biden committed treason, letting all those illegal immigrants in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you clearly didn't go to law school either. Gotcha.
I said I was going to law school. I mean,
No, we're trying to guess how much education you didn't get, and the answer is all of it.
Yeah, you keep saying I think, and then you say words
Yeah.
that
Well, you think
indicate to me that you
incorrectly.
don't, in
yeah,
fact,
'cause
think
I'm not really
ever.
citing any sources or anything, so I'm gonna say
Yeah, exactly. I know you
I'm not
aren't.
going
Of course
It's
you're
fucking
not.
nonsense.
All right.
What you just said.
Of course you're not.
But whatever you guys say, whatever makes you sleep at night.
Well, I mean, I don't know what makes you sleep at night when you're literally just trying to make sure that kids with disabilities don't get an education.
I'm not trying to make sure. I'm just
You know, you
trying
are.
to.
You want to destroy the Department of Education, which like mainly just make sure that kids get like equal access to education.
Do you personally have a kid with special needs?
No.
Then why do you care?
Yes. Yes,
Why do I
do.
care? Because I'm not a fucking monster. Oh, God
I do.
does.
Hey, am I on here?
Yeah, you are, in fact, on here.
Guess what? I have special needs children. And this affects me, and I live in a red state. So, is your name Will? Will? Daddy Will?
Don't call him Daddy Will. Call him Will.
Okay. Okay. I think he's muted. Anyway, so from my understanding, in my state, they are pushing for privatization of public schools.
Jesus.
So that means they are releasing vouchers, $8,000 to go towards private schools. And it's a lottery system. And so it's like so fucked. It is so fucked. And the Department of Education oversees the checks and balances. Okay, they send the funding to the states. Well, I live in a red state. They can do whatever the fuck they want with the funding. So my IEP kids, my 504 kids are fucked. So they're going to be sitting in the corner
Yep.
in the classrooms. And Utah doesn't have any. Do you guys want to know how long the waiting list is to get any sort of resources, financial or?
Hold on, wait. I mean, if you're complaining about the state being red, why don't you just pack your
Why don't I
bags?
just fucking move? Why don't I just move?
That's
Oh, yeah,
because
because I have a 2.25% interest rate on my mortgage. Why the fuck would I move?
No, but I'm saying if you're complaining about the state, I mean, listen.
Oh, because I'm born and raised here, and I've
Yeah.
been here for 38 years.
And why didn't
because
y'all take y'all's own advice whenever
Yeah.
Biden was president and y'all didn't like it and stuff? Why don't you just move?
yeah.
If y'all don't like pronouns and you don't like kids
I
getting
mean,
an education and stuff, why don't you just move? Why you gotta go change the
I
things?
did accept him as a president. I mean, you guys won't do that.
Oh, hey, I have another question. So since you love Trump, you must love RFK Jr. So you must think that also vaccinations cause autism too, right?
I mean, I never said that on this panel.
Yeah, yeah.
Why are you being ableist?
Bro,
Why
you're
is
the
she
one
being
who's being.
ableist?
You're the one who wants to
No, she's
deny.
being ableist. Why was she trying to
Did you not listen to a
stutter?
word she said?
No, but she was being ableist just
Oh
now.
Jesus!
Reprimand her for
You
that.
don't give a fuck
Whatever.
Because
about.
you're
You don't care.
because you were
Ableism.
stuttering because you can't answer because you
She
don't have an
is
answer.
being ableist, and you're
I'm
just bypassing it.
I'm being ableist. I'm fucking autistic. So I'm not being
Same.
ableist.
And she has special needs kids.
Yeah,
So
I have
She came
autistic
in here to
kids.
talk about how you want to get rid of the department that ensures that special needs kids get access education that is appropriate for them and their needs. You want to get rid of that. Not sure why. Not sure what you have against special needs kids.
oh my god.
What do you mean,
So
oh my
I
God?
think they have something against education because educated people don't vote for Republicans
Yeah.
ever.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not true necessarily.
Anybody with more than a second grade education won't vote for a Republican.
How come you guys always complain? Oh, the billionaires want to vote for Trump. Oh, all the rich want to vote for Trump.
Because
How do the rich get
that's-
rich?
Because
He's one of
they
them.
take
How do the rich get
absolute
rich?
because dude they take absolute advantage of how uneducated
How
you are.
do the rich get rich? Answer the question. Can
Okay,
you be
look
dumb
up-
and rich?
look
Most
up.
of them
They're
are born
rich.
Can you?
Hey,
can you be
hey.
dumb and rich?
What's
Can
that?
you answer me
Yeah.
this?
Stop it.
Yeah,
Is
you
there
can.
any- is there
Most of those
such
people
thing?
are.
Is there such thing as an ethical billionaire?
Absolutely.
Really?
What?
So, who gets exploited? Does the employee get exploited, or does the billionaire CEO get exploited?
Look at Bill Gates. Bill Gates has donated to a lot of charities.
Bill Gates is not an ethical billionaire.
Bill Gates is also not a Republican. I love that that's your fucking example.
He most definitely is.
No, he isn't.
He's not.
He's very
He actually
famously not.
endorsed. He endorsed Trump this time around. I'm pretty sure, actually.
No.
He did. He definitely did. Look it up.
So they are not, just because Elon Musk is a billionaire, is like the richest guy in the world, doesn't mean that he is smart.
He's definitely smart. I mean, come on.
Oh my gosh. I think
He
you're
went
just
to a top-
messing.
he
I
went
think
to a
you're just
top
messing with
college.
us.
He went to a top college. He's running probably one of the biggest businesses in the
Bill
world.
Gates backed Harris.
No, that's not true. As
It's
soon as
true.
Trump
Look
won-
it up. No, look it
as
up.
soon as Trump-
No. You don't make
You
shit
just
up.
said
I
look
looked it up.
She looked it up.
I looked it up.
You can turn. Don't forget to turn your little blinking fact checking light on.
He backed
As
Harris
soon
with
as Trump
$50
won the
million to a
soon as Trump
nonprofit
won the-
organization that was helping her campaign. $50
As soon as
million.
Trump won the-
As soon as you're trying to move the goalpost,
Yeah.
bro. Calm
Wait,
down.
let me-
As soon as Trump won the election,
Trying to move the
Bill Gates
goalpost
congratulated him
after you already missed, and you
and
still gonna
actually had
miss.
optimism for Trump.
I'm sorry.
Hey, I have a-
Oh,
I
okay.
have a
So now we're
question.
saying he expressed optimism for him and congratulated him. Firstly, you can. I congratulated MAGA people. That doesn't mean I suddenly support Trump. Okay. Way to fucking move the goalpost. Bill Gates clearly supported Kamala. So, but I love that. And the point,
I think he might have been bipartisan, to be fair.
he's not bipartisan. He supported Kamala. He paid $50 million to a nonprofit to help get her elected.
That was a tax write-off.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Shut the fuck up, dude.
I'm gonna make excuses.
He clearly supported Kamala, and he's the one billionaire you brought up as an ethical billionaire. Thank you for proving the fucking point. Billionaires are Republicans.
Anti-vaxxer.
Billionaires are Republicans because they know how easy it is to like take advantage of the uneducated to exploit you, to further enrich themselves. Thank you for proving the only like ethical billionaire you can come up with is fucking a Democrat.
So I live in a I live in Utah, and it is ran by the LDS Church. And guess what? They lied. They lied to avoid. They did tax evasion, basically. So they opened up shell corporations to invest into different stocks. Their wealth is over $200 billion.
Jesus.
Yeah. And they don't have to pay taxes. I think they got fined like $5 million maybe because they didn't report it. They're the like
Of course.
they're a Christian, like and then they donate and they have all this aid. Like they do that as a facade. Like that's not real. They're the it's
All those Christian churches do it. They all
yeah.
do it.
So even billionaire churches are not ethical. Period.
All right, this lady is spewing misinformation. You got to be careful.
That is
She's spitting
not
straight
No,
up
she's not,
facts.
that's
dude.
not misinformation.
You came in here and lied and then moved goalposts when we fact checked you and stuff. What do you You don't get to whine about misinformation. You are like on your knees for the guy who's most famous for telling the most lies during his presidency of any president.
Every president lies.
But my guy, but your guy done it too. That's just a whataboutism. It does nothing.
So what
We know.
what's the plan for when the middle class collapses because they can't afford anything? How are the rich going to get more wealthy?
You can't be serious.
Yes, I'm dead serious. I'm 100% serious.
Why?
Do you own a home?
Explain why it would collapse. Explain.
Okay.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay. Well, let's just start with this. So it's like I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah,
Let's
I
start
want
with
you to begin.
groceries. Let's start with groceries. Okay. How much does the average person get paid?
You tell me. I'm not the average person.
Well, in my state, we still have a $7.25 minimum wage. So rent for an average one-bedroom apartment here is about $1,500. How much is a car payment? How much is health insurance? How much is car insurance? How much is like really? Do the math.
I mean, I get most of that stuff for free because I
Wow.
served.
Oh,
'Cause
so
you served in what?
you enjoy socialism. You
Yes.
enjoy socialism. You know the most socialistic part of our fucking country is like benefits for military members. That's the most socialized part of our country.
How?
How? Because our taxes pay for all of your living. What do you fucking mean?
Yeah.
You get
All
you
that,
get
all that
health
stuff you get
care.
for free. That's
All-
That's taxpayer. It's free to you, but it's not free to everybody else.
Everyone else pays for it. I pay for it.
Nothing's free.
You gotta be like a bit.
A bit what?
Gotta be a bit. I mean,
Speak.
you gotta understand it.
You got to understand what.
So
we
what
clearly
branch are you
understand
in?
things more than you do.
What branch are you in?
I was Navy.
What was your rank?
Oh, someone's lying.
Oh my gosh.
He's gonna have to go Google what rank he could
Oh
be.
my god, someone's lying.
Stolen valor much?
Oh no.
Oh, I was in EA.
Gosh.
Sorry, I'm bad. I need to get off this. Like,
No,
my
it's
strong sense
fine.
of justice is not doing me any good.
Yeah, I
If
feel
it
you.
were up to me, we'd just go ahead and boot him now for the stolen valor bit.
Yeah,
I
kind
can't
of
stand
agree.
those people.
I kind of agree.
You agree?
No stolen. Yeah.
But I do
No
actually
stolen
like that,
valor
my
up here.
question, that was like my question was valid though. Like, what are they? I actually had to like ask AI because I'm so like I don't understand. I don't
Don't ask
understand
AI
how
for factual
this is
information.
going to, like, I don't understand how the middle class is not going to collapse.
Oh, it will.
And how are they going to get more wealthy, or like, are they just planning on us just being like
Jenner.
slave laborers with the prison system or something? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, and then
They want us
I
poor
haven't
and
even,
exploitable.
and I haven't even thought about like the boomers and how they're all reliant on Social Security, and
Yeah.
like it's
No,
just gonna be a
they want to
mess.
force people to have to work until they die. I mean, everything Elon and his ilk do is in pursuit of cheap and exploitable workforce. So they want women having babies they can't afford because like literally his mom, I don't know if you saw, like gave that talk and she was urging people to have babies so that her son can have workers. Like that's literally their entire fucking mentality. We need
Yeah.
cheap and
Look,
exploitable
and
labor.
just to add in on this, I want everyone that's watching this to go do their research on Elon Musk and his family and what they partaked in
Yeah.
growing
The
up
apartheid, right?
while he was
In South
growing
Africa.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
Sorry, I'm not
literally
against. I'm not against y'all. I'm definitely with y'all.
No,
I
you're
don't. I
fine.
didn't. I don't mean to knock the vibe,
You're not.
but no, I totally wanted to get in here and just
Oh,
give
sorry.
in.
Did you want to go after Mr. Stolen Valor?
Well, still, yeah. I mean, it seems like every live that I join, any type of Republican, conservative, MAGA supporter, there's never, they don't have a second answer for anything they say.
Yeah.
They stay on topic of what they've been told, the same five answers, and there's nothing after that.
Yeah.
They can't relate to the reality that's going on in this world right now.
Yep.
Yeah, and they have
It's
no thoughts
fucking
of their
sad.
own.
It's so sad. And I'm a Democrat in a very southern state, a very deep southern state. And to have to be around that 24/7 when I have very few blue friends, it's tough.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just like I'm not a genius man, but you know what? I grew up in the South and I got somewhat of common sense and just, you know, a little bit of moral compass in me. I was forced to go to church for 18 years. That did nothing to me. I'm a different breed in my whole family. And
Yeah.
you know what? I enjoy it because I feel like it's the right way of life.
Yeah. You and God would get along. Seems like you guys.
Yeah, we would.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
understand that.
I
Oh,
was just
sorry.
about to I was just about to change sides again and say, haven't you looked at the trees? Why don't you believe in God? Come on, bro.
I'm
Look at the
telling you.
trees.
I mean,
But the trees.
that's what everyone around me keeps telling. I'm just look to the Lord and
Look at the
Savior.
beautiful stuff that God made, all these cancers and
There's
things.
so many words. And listen, I'm going to go ahead and be real with you too. Listen, I married someone that is Jewish. I have a son that is half Jewish. I don't respect the laws of religion. I don't care about religion.
No.
And I feel like that's what's being enforced in our government, unfortunately.
Yep, that's what I've been saying for years.
It's gotten worse. It's gotten worse over the last 10 years, over the last decade. I
It's
mean,
about to get a lot worse.
this is my, I think this is my fourth or fifth time voting. My first time was in 2008. I voted against Obama. I voted for McCain because I didn't know any better. It was my first time voting. I was 18 years old in 2008. And you know what? I voted for Obama then 4 years later
Nice.
because I figured out who I was and what the world actually was.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah. Good for you.
But
War
got
made me an
good.
atheist. Damn.
Had a little mental breakdown last weekend. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you? What was it? What did it?
It just, yeah, I got, media was getting to me. Everything got to me. I think I was involved in alcohol as well. So
Really, weren't you?
just had to call out for a day of work.
Yeah.
Just anxiety really getting to me. Because I mean, I've got a lot on my saying now that I have a Jewish son. You know, thank God he's got my last name right now,
Hmm.
Strickland, and it's not a Jewish name. We're not looking out for, but you know, I mean, a lot of that went through my mind, and I knew as soon as Trump got elected, man, we were going to see KKK, a lot of white supremacists.
Yeah. You gotta be sorry. You gotta
After
be
that,
careful with those
and
words on here.
Yeah, we
yeah,
got to be
I
careful.
do.
Can't say the
You're
three-letter
right.
things.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Apologies.
Finally had your breakdown over
But
the
I know exactly what you're saying. I know other people that's worried about the same sort of stuff.
And I'm not usually worried about those things, but
Yeah.
Shouldn't have to be ever
no,
worried about such things.
but just I mean, it's just unreal what is unraveling day to day. I mean, it's like I'm almost certain each day I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna wake up and somebody's gonna get, you know, in trouble for something. But I don't
Yeah.
know. Like here in North Carolina, we just got we elected a Democratic senator, and all that power is getting overturned.
Mm. What do you
Like
mean
they're
by that?
taking every bit of power from Miss Riggs, who got elected.
Jesus.
And just Republican Party in North Carolina has been atrocious ever since I've known government. I mean,
Yeah.
I have a question about with me living in a red state and our senators just send out a generic email, because we call and say our concerns about what's happening. Do you know if like a petition would do anything to have them come do like a town hall or like a Zoom town hall? Does anybody know?
To who? To your
To
state
my
rep?
state.
Well,
Yeah,
so
so it's my state.
actually, well, I guess you're in Utah, so that's gonna be like your representatives are Republican, right?
Mike Lee.
yeah,
Mike Lee, yay. No,
that's sticky.
he's a
So
horrible.
here in North Carolina, for the last 2 days, I've been aggressively calling our state capital. I'm not getting through on telephone call, but I've been leaving emails as well. And I feel like that's going through a lot of states. People are not getting through
Yeah.
Right.
on telephone and they're having to email. But as I guess an American consumer, what's an email going to do?
I
Somebody's
mean,
going to look at it.
yeah, but keep calling. Yeah, other
But
people in the comments
yeah,
are
no,
saying
I'm
show up
100.
to the
Yeah,
office.
But like, I don't want a generic email, right? Like, I want an actual, and I'm not expecting them. But like,
Right.
when so many people are reaching out, it's just crazy. So it would be nice to actually be able to, even a Zoom town hall, because he's done
Yeah.
it. John Curtis has.
Mm-hmm.
That would be good. Then we can actually ask questions, just like this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so I just wonder if a petition would do anything to have them agree to a town hall.
I
I
mean,
don't
you
know if it
can
would be
try
like that.
it, but it's
it's worth
not
it.
like ultimately a petition. Like nothing's gonna force them. It's entirely just like up to them to take it seriously. But
Right.
it could, if you get a
Yeah.
petition with enough signatures, they might feel
I
pressured to
mean,
do
if you
it.
get enough people in your area to,
Yeah.
I mean, can join and, you know, decimate town hall. I mean, it's a possibility. That's what Democrats are trying to do right now. So, I mean, there's always hope in doing it.
Yeah.
So
Well,
don't.
and do any of your states, do they have gerrymandering? Because ours is it's a huge thing.
Yeah, North Carolina
Some, but
does,
not as much.
but I've never been appointed in jury
Yeah.
duty.
Oh, sorry. No, I said gerrymandering. So that's
Oh,
where.
sorry.
No, it's okay. I totally mumbled. So Salt Lake City is our capital, and most of the people live in this city. And they made it so most of the city is blue. And they made it so they like divided it into different parts. So
Yeah.
so the majority gets red votes.
Okay.
And so I think if I put it out there, maybe what I'm saying is a lot of people in the city are Democrats.
It sounds
And
like a lot of people didn't vote the right way or didn't vote at all.
right, right.
And yeah, if you should, I think you should start a petition. If you feel that power behind you, go for it. This is our
Sorry.
time. This is our time.
I wanna address some comments I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Laura of Leopard, you said phone calls are being categorized and reported in each office, and Republicans outnumbered Democratic callers 4-1. Where are you getting that information from?
That's a
Yeah.
good point. That's a good point because I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that at all.
Well, I'm just curious. I'm just curious. It might be, because Democrats might feel like you watched another creator. Okay, well, where did that creator get their information from? And is that about one specific office, or is that about? I assume that's about one specific. Okay, cool. Thank you, Laura. If you can find out where, just because I assume that that's coming from one specific office, it's not like that is necessarily like collated and shared between offices. You know what I mean?
But yeah, Megan, I would totally get behind a petition. Start it up yourself and go
Yeah.
after it.
Thanks. I was writing one
I
today,
mean,
actually.
that's taking the step, and that's what this side needs to do. So,
Yeah.
100% behind that. Go for it.
So also, okay, I want to address another thing.
Thank you, Alex. Bye.
User is saying it was real bad in 2021. You're saying people. You said either leftists or liberals. I think you're saying lefties complained about inflation in 2021, but then all of a sudden, you understand that inflation in 2021 was different than it was in 2024, right?
It was 100%.
It was completely different. Do you know how inflation works? Obviously, you don't. I'm asking so that you're forced to admit that you don't know how it
Does that person
works.
know what was going on in 2021?
No, clearly not. I have no idea, Alicia. Why does
and
everyone
also,
forget the pandemic?
well, what was his
How are you
comment
about it?
again?
Someone was saying, a user was saying for a few times, it was like a few comments. He was saying that they were complaining in 2021 about housing prices, about inflation and stuff. Da, da, da. Yes, supply and demand, basic economics. No, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. You have no fucking clue, user.
Well, what about
You want to hear what happened? I did.
corporate greed? Corporate greed. What do they say about that? What does the right say about that? You know what's funny? On my just in my community, on the local Reddit groups or Facebook or whatever, like I genuinely have those questions. Like, okay, well, so he's getting rid of whatever ABC. Have your pick. Let's say the Department of Education. What are they doing instead? And nobody has an answer. No one will answer me.
Yeah, they just want to get rid of it.
Yeah, it's like the right, like these Trumpers are so like they're just diehards, but they don't have any answers. I don't understand. It doesn't make it's not logical.
Because they run on hate. It's that simple.
Yeah,
They
that
literally
makes sense.
they want to destroy things because they think it'll fuck with people.
Well, they
I
don't.
did
They
say it's a
don't
little
want
too
to
short.
use. They don't want to use common sense either. They're so fucking uneducated. It is.
I think it's bullshit,
astonishing
Jackie.
How uneducated They are, and just they suck in every bit of venom that the snake bites, man. I
I
don't
feel
get
like
it.
Okay,
they've been
user says
wanting this for so long.
corporations always had greed if more homes available than need, house prices lower. Okay, yeah, you know who's not helping with that? Republicans. You know which party is more about building more affordable housing and tackling issues like corporate ownership and like equity ownership of homes and stuff? They're not perfect. They're not perfect, but it's a hell of a lot more of a left issue than it is a right.
So look, real quick, going back to the old to the pandemic issue and the housing crisis. Let me tell you something. All right, so it started. Pandemic started in China in December 2019. Okay, it hit us early 2020 is when the outbreak started coming. We did have the first case. Me and my ex-wife sold our house in 2021 at the highest priced I think we would have ever got for our house during the pandemic. The housing market was up. I don't know if anybody else caught
Mhm.
that. It was probably about an 8 to 10 month window. The housing market was up. People were selling off the ass, me, myself included. And it paid off. A lot of people said during the pandemic, the housing market was down for the first 2 years. And I beg to differ from the 8 to 10 months, considering I sold my
It wasn't
house
for the first
for,
2 years. It was like for a few months at the beginning, and then it got really high, if I
yeah,
remember
it
correctly.
did. It
Yeah.
did. But during that 8 to 10 month span,
Mm.
I sold my house in 4 days and I got a cash value and I got 20,000 extra during that time. So during that window. Now, aside from that, I know that doesn't mean much right now, but I was just going back to previous comments I heard about pandemic and the housing crisis. Right now, we are completely fucked, though, man. Like, I don't know, rent just for a two bedroom apartment in North Carolina right now. Average rent is $1,300 to $1,500. I don't know about where you guys are at, but that's about average price for a 2 bedroom apartment.
In Utah, for a 2 bedroom, it's probably 18 to maybe 2,200.
Goodness.
Yeah.
San Diego's 3 to 4.
What's
Yeah.
your minimum wage out there?
In Utah,
Yeah.
oh my gosh,
Oh my.
$7.25
No, it's not. No.
federal. Yeah, they
That is
haven't changed it.
disgusting.
Yeah, and the really
That's what I'm.
sad thing is that I'm trying to think what age. Well, what age? Like,
I
is it?
made that. I made that in 2000 as a
Yeah,
junior counselor.
yeah, yeah.
I made that as a junior counselor in 2000. That was the minimum wage in North Carolina at that time, 725, and it has not changed for y'all. That is insane.
Yeah,
And
and
y'all are a high grossing state too. That is
I know.
insane.
Well, because it's greed, super
Holy
greedy. And the
shit.
really sad thing is, and I didn't know this
I'm gonna follow you.
until I had special needs children,
Megan, I'm gonna
was
follow you
that
too. God as
was
well.
that like the resources, the welfare, any financial assistance, your they if you need help with food, like getting food stamps,
Mm-hmm.
they will tell you to go see the church first, and the church is the Mormon church. And then when you go see the Mormon church, you have to go see what's called the bishop, which is the leader of the congregation. and it's up to him. So they call it bishop roulette. And if you have a nice bishop, he may give you some money to go to their, it's like this Mormon grocery store. It's so weird. And the state, there's articles on this. They have saved millions of dollars by relying on the church. And it's up to the church to decide who gets the benefits and who doesn't. And the really fucked up thing about that is like they will say, oh, you know what? You need to come back to church, or like
That's
you need to,
disgusting.
you
That
need to
is
pay
so
tithing.
fucking disgusting.
Well, and I was saying earlier that they are one of the wealthiest churches because on the planet, because, well, as we know, they have over $200 billion worth saved, and that's from stocks and shell companies. Oh, is it 300 billion? And then they also own so much land throughout the world. They're like little colonizers. They go with their little Mormon missionaries. I don't know if any of you guys
Utah
know.
is a whole. Utah is its own colony. It feels like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Its own thing.
It's crazy. And yeah, I was one. And you know, the by the way, if Christian nationalism is taking over with education, I don't know if anybody knows this, but the Satanic Temple is really good at lawsuits.
Really?
They don't worship Satan, and even if they did, who cares?
Love the Satanic Temple.
Yeah.
The Satanic
No,
Temple
no,
is,
that's good. No, that's great information,
they're
Megan. I
amazing.
didn't know that at all.
Yeah, they are all about equal rights. So like if
That's
someone is
awesome.
saying we're putting
Not the
Ten Commandments-
not the Church of Satan, to be clear. It's
Yeah.
the
No, not the
Satanic
Church
Temple.
of
Let's be
Satan.
very clear on
So
this.
there's two
Satanic
different ones. There's two
Temple.
different ones.
Yeah, the Satanic
Thank you, Brenda.
Temple. They basically are just a civil rights organization, and it's like, say if somebody wanted to put, it was like some sort of club. I can't remember. Anyways, they got like a Satan club in the school.
Yeah,
I
we
don't know
were
what they
talking
did. I
about
don't
that
know
the
what
other
state.
day. They were because they challenge any sort of laws or behaviors. Like anytime a Christian church successfully blurs the line between church and state, the Satanic Temple will like sue to get the same treatment. So anytime a state house or something puts up like the 10 Commandments, which they tend to do for some stupid reason, the Satanic Temple will sue to be able to put up a statue of Baphomet, like in the same, or Baphomet, in like in the building as well. They'll basically just so anytime, so when a school also like allows like religious clubs, like Christian clubs, they will then sue to have Satan clubs and stuff.
And good, and as good. And you know what? I'm a big advocator on state and church separation versus state
Yeah.
initiative. I am huge on that.
Yeah.
And it looked like Arkansas was really trying to be the king to show Trump everything there in the first couple of weeks. But I think his initial plan got turned down to bring the Bibles back in state and having them. I don't know if y'all saw it, singing some type of Pledge of Allegiance to Trump and all that. I think that got knocked out. And but I mean, that's just the type.
Random dude. Well, also, so random dude in the comments said this the other night. He does this thing that he watches church live streams and he reports them if they mention politics, like a politician or something. He reports them because it's a violation of their tax exempt status.
Hey, random dude, dude. You were doing the Lord's work, my man.
Okay, but
in secret and silent.
that's
Keep it
awesome. But everyone, the majority of legislators in my state are like, it's very intertwined. And so I was actually thinking about reaching out to the Satanic Temple to see what kind of lawsuits we could get going.
Yeah.
Megan,
I
you know
just
what?
don't.
I'm
Yeah.
behind you. Go for it.
Well, except,
Push the gas pedal on it.
well, but then I was talking earlier about what's the what's the alarm? When do we ring the alarm to know when we're getting out of this place too, right? Like,
That's true.
so I don't know. I need to
Training
put
human
effort
rights
into
specialists might get in on this
researching
too. Nice.
visas and safe place for my special needs children because
I got a special needs child as well.
you do. Yeah, so
He'll
you,
be 8 in March.
My dog
oh
needs to
wow.
go out, so I'll be right back. God, you're in charge.
Okay.
Have you heard? Hey, Megan, have you ever heard
Yeah.
of FX?
Mm-mm.
No, Fragile X.
Oh, I think so.
Kind of on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, he's yes, Fragile X. Basically, he wasn't born with enough protein
Hmm.
in the right side of his brain,
Hmm.
so he's delayed about
Hmm.
two years,
Okay.
pretty much at all times. Um, so he does have autism as well.
Hmm.
He is what's the word I'm looking for? Not talkative. He is
Oh, speech delayed
no,
or
not speech delayed.
no?
He, he's talkative. What's the word I'm looking for?
Oh,
He is he's verbal.
Google. No, yeah.
He's not nonverbal. Sorry, I had a complete brain fart for a second. He is
Right.
not
So,
nonverbal, so he is verbal. I got him into early intervention
yep.
around 2 after his diagnosis. I go up to Cincinnati twice a year. Um, that's where his main doctor is,
Uh-huh.
and they do programs just about every year. So he gets entitled to new medication, new therapies,
That's
anything in
amazing.
that access for his diagnosis. So
So yeah, my kids are also
I'm
on the
right there.
spectrum, uh, ADHD, autistic, and I'm just really scared about them losing any sort of rights, the little rights that they have,
Yeah.
and especially education. Um,
You and me
it's
both. Are they in
yeah,
public school?
yes. So they are in public school because in my state, a lot of private schools don't have special education in their programs.
Right.
And then anything else is insurance based. Um, and so you have to meet your deductible first. So our deductible is $4,000. So for his speech therapy and for his occupational therapy, we have to pay. Guess how much the speech therapy appointments are?
I can only imagine when I was paying occupational, I was paying right around $700 a
Yeah.
visit for
So okay,
occupational.
ours are less. I'm surprised.
Once a
So
week,
it's
man, that
about
was once a week.
4,500.
That was once a week.
Yes, and then you have to pay those until you meet your deductible.
So, real quick, sorry to interrupt you,
Mhm.
Megan. Anybody
Okay.
that's in the chat right now that doesn't understand what we're talking about, this is the side of life that you don't fucking understand.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to be fucking blunt with you, but this is the side of life that you won't understand. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry if you don't like to hear that, but I'm dead serious when I say that. Me and Megan have a different bond right now,
Yeah.
and I'm dead serious when I say this. You don't understand. Okay? So, to
I don't
people
think
in chat, I'm
I
right
don't think
here.
anyone's joking though.
I don't think
Yeah.
they are either, but a lot
Yeah.
of people just don't understand.
Yeah.
And you know,
Yeah.
I
And I'm lucky.
I like to advocate as much as I can.
No, that's great. And I mean, I didn't know. I had no clue. And I actually just the more I learned, I actually got an autism diagnosis myself. So,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I would have never known. So, having an autistic child really has opened up my world. And it's actually very sad to see the limited support that, well, at least in my state, that they get.
I know.
And so when I'm looking for countries to move to, I'm also searching, and I'm very privileged to be able to search because, and the only reason why we can afford to leave the country is because we took out a loan on our home.
Oh, good,
And
good for
so,
you. I mean,
and we did that just a couple months ago, and I'm surprised we got approved, but it's because we do have so much equity. And so we would be using that to fund passports, visa, anything. So, but I'm looking at all of the countries that are autistic
yeah,
friendly.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, and you know what? A lot of them are because me and my, I've had the crazy thought too. I've sat here and told my ex-wife 3 times. I said, "Look, we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Look, Ireland's willing to have us. Albania's willing to have us. I've looked to get out of here since everything.
Oh, I need to look up Ireland. What,
A lot of countries though are very friendly for
what for social research?
diagnoses.
Yeah. Well, and then in the UK, they are one of the only countries that recognize pathological demand avoidance, which is kind of related to autism.
Yeah, and listen, and get this. I have a doctor over in France that helps out over in the
Oh,
Cincinnati, and I have her number, and I can communicate with her as well when I need to, and that's so. And she even considers my son's medicine day to day.
oh wow.
Like that's it's just people don't understand the community that's
Yeah.
out there when it comes to you know a
Yes.
different side of life, and to be able to connect with, and I've even got people in India I've connected on Instagram with that are
Oh
in the
wow.
Fragile X
That's
program.
amazing.
And like it's just like to be able to connect with people worldwide regardless of skin color, who they are, what they look like. It doesn't matter to me. You're a human being,
Well,
and
and I was
that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for, man.
Well, and to everyone who's in here, if you are advocating for, if you're calling into your legislators and senators, please, 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 I beg you to mention special needs children getting what they need, getting the funding. At least, like, if they're getting rid of the Department of Education, at least let's make sure that that they have their protections,
And
because
listen, if
that's
y'all don't hear anything Megan's saying other than the Department of Education, please listen to her.
right. And I've done my I say my autistic research because usually I get hyper focused on a certain subject, and so I take a deep dive and I try and learn as much as I can, and it really is going to affect these IEP programs, which are they're called individual. Now I just forgot education plans, individual
You got it.
education plans.
You
Yeah.
got it.
So and and I don't know what other states provide. I only know what my state provides, and it's not good. And these kids will be left behind. And the goal, so this is what I've been hearing. I don't know if anyone else has been hearing this, and I'm not trying to fearmonger by any means, but if we're having these patriarchal, does that make sense? Like they're wanting women to not have rights. So they're
Real
wanting
quick,
to get, oh, go
Megan,
ahead.
sorry to interrupt you. We're not fear mongering anymore. We're fearing at this
Yeah.
point.
Okay, good. Well, I just want to make sure though that I'm not spreading like
Yeah,
misinformation.
no, I don't think you are. I
But
don't think you
if
are.
by getting rid of the Department of Education, they're going to privatize schools. And so if people cannot afford to put their kids in private schools, then what are they going to do? They're going to have to stay home and raise their children. And that sets women back so much. And it's just very scary. And then think of the parents who have the special needs children. And if they if insurance becomes more expensive, how are they going to afford to take care of their children?
Well, you feel
And
like, where
yeah,
do you go?
right. That's why I'm
Where
like,
do you
fuck this
go?
place. I'm leaving.
You don't have you don't have that ambassador. It feels like anymore.
Right. Yeah.
That's
And and another thing, in my state, we only have a little amount of advocate groups that were funded by grants, and they lost their funding, and now it's all donation based. And they were the only advocate groups for special needs children, and it's so sad.
how did that happen?
When Trump was that Friday? What day was that, guys? It was just last week. He took away funding. I don't know. They have a letter. Like, I can look it
All
up
right,
if you
so
guys
it was
want.
a
I
funding
don't remember
to
what day they done it.
Yeah.
uh,
So anyway, but I better get going. This is my alone time until but thank you so much for having me, everyone. I appreciate it.
Thank you for stopping by. I'll probably
Yeah.
give you a follow.
Megan. It
You
was
seem
a
pretty cool.
pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you. I'll follow you guys as well. I don't post as much just because it's hard it's a lot of work.
Neither do I. And
It is. I don't either.
I don't get on here as much. Like, I don't get on. If I want to run my mouth at some Trump supporter, I'll get on here if I'm having a couple cocktails or a couple glasses of wine. But I don't. I posted. I gave everybody a picture of my face, on my profile to see who's behind.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys.
I stopped doing social media. I don't know, back a little while ago. Just
Hi.
Have a good night.
Good night.
you as well, Megan.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for coming in and talking to us.
Thanks.
Hi,
How do I get out? I'm like, how do I get out?
I got
Oh, you
you.
need help?
Okay, thanks.
How do I get out?
Well, Brenna, how are you?
How am I? Oh, I'm stressed all the time. Thanks.
Where are you from?
Originally from Spain.
Originally from Spain.
Yeah.
My uncle's originally from Colombia.
Oh, nice. My dad lives there right now.
Nice.
Nice.
Where you?
Right now, I'm in New York. I'm in Brooklyn.
You ever spend any time on the Pennsylvania Jersey line?
Yeah, my mom lives in Pittsburgh.
Okay. I got my ex-wife and I got some friends. Some friends in Jersey are from New Egypt, and then my ex-wife's from Kittnersville. It's about an hour from Philly.
Oh, nice. Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't know the Philly area all that well. I mean, I don't know. My mom moved to Pittsburgh just a few years ago, so I'm not like super familiar with it. But yeah, I go there. I like Pittsburgh.
Well, I've just spent some time out there. That's about as far north as I've been. I've been to the city twice. But yeah, I get up to Ohio twice a year, Cincinnati.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm stable down here in
North
the old
Carolina.
South,
Yeah.
old dirty South.
I can't imagine right now.
Trying to
But
hold-
random is from what, Tennessee, right? Random just popped up. He said he got a.
Yeah,
too.
we're from Tennessee. It's pretty wild in Tennessee right now. But I will say, if you want to fight back a little bit, want to push back a little bit, a really great legal way to do it is through the IRS. And now, hopefully, this is for saying that not that the IRS doesn't go away.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm just gonna see if my camera can do this really quick. just flip this around. This is the IRS complaint process tax exempt for organizations.
1 sec.
It
Once
is
you're up-
super.
We can't see. I don't know if you have camera up. You don't have your camera on.
You have to hit the save button. What
You know what? Yep, there it is. Okay. Can y'all
Okay.
see that now?
Yeah, let me make it bigger here.
Hold on. I'm gonna actually, because I just realized my email was up because my wife had to send this to me. All right,
Okay.
so this is the IRS website, and sorry if I'm shaking a little bit. So basically, all you gotta do is, if you suspect somebody of an organization of a tax exempt that are tax exempt of not complying with tax laws, you can send in information to the tax exempt and government entities division. What that would look like, essentially, in the sense of watching streams, is you would watch their stream, you would essentially anything that they say. It could be as little as Donald Trump is going to save us, is going to save America, or whatever. It doesn't have to be political in the sense of vote for this guy,
Right.
vote this particular way.
It's a tax exempt.
Yes. So if you have that proof, that this church through live streams are saying anything of that sort, you can record it. You can transcribe it. It's best. What I do is I'll screen record it. I will go ahead and write it down, anything that is said. It helps also if anybody says, "Can I get an amen out there?" Just because that's confirmation that they're just like, okay.
Wait, is that putting the amen? Is that flooding towards the Christian nationalists?
It lets the tax people know that it's most likely a church. It just a little bit more evidence.
Like that's why we're putting that in there.
Yep.
So this would be in particularly for churches. Just for churches. Really anybody that has a tax exempt.
Right. Yeah.
So if they have a tax exempt, I've only done it for churches though.
Greg, what's his name? Make a church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So then can you upload the video on the website there? Record it?
Yes. Sorry. Yeah, you can send them an email through and this is through the irs.gov. You can literally look it up in their search bar, Google search bar. Just look up IRS complaint process tax exempt. They have their email. You can send them in a transcript, a form, a PDF. You can send them. You can even download and print out the actual form. And I will see if I can actually pull that up.
So here's the thing. Here's what I'm been looking at over the past couple of days, because I've realized they've flooded the system. We're trying to do it too by calling and getting back.
And this is one of those ways that we get back.
Yeah, this is something that it just gives people something that they can do. You know what I mean? This is a way to fight back. It's small. It's not the same as having a guy in the, USAID server, room and like plugging shit into the VA computers or anything like that. But it's something. It still fights back. It's not, every little bit does do something,
No, I agree with that.
We have to keep in mind that no matter what, at the end of the day, justice will prevail. That's what I have to believe. That's what I have to believe as a
You're right.
good
That's the
human being.
mindset we need. That's the mindset we have to have.
At the if I'm wrong, then at the end of the day, well, fuck, shoot, yeah, I guess I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But that is a legal way that you can take it, and you can fully. You don't even. I don't even watch it. I legit screen record it and look at it later and break it down. And
I mean, that's a legitimate tactic, though. I
Yeah.
mean, we can absolutely,
Yeah.
just remember the movie
Ransom.
The Life of Bugs, man.
Life of Bugs.
There's
Or
another thing that you can do
A
that
Bug's
I don't
Life.
really
A Bug's
that I do
Life.
that I don't really normally tell people you can do, but you can give churches reviews on Google. I do it all the time.
God,
You can
I need to
type
be
in the whole
like you,
thing.
God. I need to be like you,
So-
God.
Ew. What kind of review?
Yeah, if you see my reviews, it's the same name.
You review churches as God.
I ain't gonna lie, I probably have the same name on mine for probably half of mine. So there you go.
You know what? I just want to say it's so nice being in a room of like-minded individuals right now, because it doesn't happen often.
Well,
Yeah,
what's funny is that eventually, if I know anything about, I'm not saying that I'm an innocent person. We're not all innocent people, but I have seen you get your due. People get their due. So hopefully they get their due.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I feel, Ross. I'm of the same thing. It's like, don't be complacent with justice will prevail. No one is coming to save us. Yeah, I that's my mindset too, but more so in like, we are justice. Like, justice doesn't just exist. Justice is people. So like,
Yeah.
justice is something that has to be worked at and
Yeah, we got to make it happen.
Yeah, we have to.
We
make it
are
happen.
justice. It doesn't terrify me. It saddens me that it's coming to this point.
Well, I think that's true for everything, though. I don't just mean like, oh, in a vigilante sense. I just mean all the systems that we're watching be dismantled. The systems only exist like, yeah, they're like, laws are written down on pieces of paper, but laws are still just like people. You know what I mean? Like, laws are entirely dependent on people following them, on people believing in them, on people enforcing them, on people then, running a whole justice system around them. But like, it's all
That's the purpose.
Yeah.
I mean,
What-
that's the
yeah.
fucking purpose.
It's only in practice when people are practicing them. So I think, same with justice. You could write it down on a piece of paper all you want, but that's not justice. Justice only exists as people enact it. So, yeah.
I think that everybody needs to remember and keep it in our hearts that it is we the people, not we then the people.
Yeah.
So I keep telling myself that. So when you are filling out these forms, these little ways to push back at the system, you don't feel hopeless. You don't feel like, oh, well, the IRS may never see this.
Yeah.
That's not the point. The point is that it's there. It is on the world stage. Just the fact that, RFK Jr., the fact that he's getting basically pushed through, which I really, truly, God, I hope he doesn't. But the things that
unfortunately he
is.
got pushed through today, and you know what? It made me sit here and say, "What's the point of the hearings?"
This
push
is
it
what's
through
the point of
anyways.
this. It's history. Somebody saw it. We saw it. People saw it, and that's how I see it. And that
I
at
agree with
again,
you
at
on
the end of the day, even if they do their due, we saw it, and that's what matters. And yeah,
Yeah.
The American people saw it. Half of them didn't. You know what I'm saying? Turned turn the nod to it, that turn the cheek to it, and I think that's the whole problem we have. Everybody's saying, "Oh yeah, man, the guy threw in a Zen. He's totally with us." Cause it's very
Hello?
blank. He threw a Zen in during that confirmation.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear
But
you.
I mean,
I can.
Hello?
the fact that he had people
Hi.
Oh, hi.
questioning him on the things that he said, every nominee cannot answer the question that has been in front of the jury. I mean,
Hello?
it's disgusting.
Can
Oh.
anyone hear me?
Yeah.
But yeah,
hi,
no, go
Ron.
ahead.
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear
Go
you.
for it.
Sorry,
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, good.
I'm ranting.
Hi. Sorry, I not to like derail anything, like I agree with all of that, obviously. But I started reading a book called Fascism: A Warning, and
Huh.
oh boy, this
Yeah.
is like
Huh.
so insane, bro. So I started reading
Got about 3 of those books.
Yeah, so I started reading about how Mussolini came into power, and like, we're checking off every single box. Like, every single one. And, like, what the
Oh,
hell,
gosh,
bro?
Theodore.
Like, okay, so I'm just gonna read, like, a couple of the things that I highlighted out of this book because I feel like I'm going crazy. Because what the fuck?
You're not
You're
going
not.
crazy.
You're not going crazy.
You're
But
not
go
going
ahead.
crazy.
Okay,
Wait, Theodore, what
Not at
crash?
all. Very, very Russia 99.
Yeah.
okay, so, like, at one point, Mussolini and Hitler did this too. Oh, sorry, Shitler. And I don't know if that'll
I
get
haven't
around the
heard
censor or not.
Mussolini in a hot
Yeah, go
minute,
for it,
so
Schindler.
spend it.
Yeah, so
Just say not
Mussolini
Chaplin.
made a squad of armed men who were, you know, just his own personal gang. And this part I thought was interesting. Quote, the gangs thrived because many in the police viewed them sympathetically and pretended not to be aware of the mayhem they were inflicting on leftist foes. End quote.
Even then, it was leftist.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
See, I mean,
Fascists are always against
dude,
leftists.
that's a problem.
Yeah.
That was cited in a book, leftist, clear as
Yep.
day.
Yep. Yep.
I do have to say I gotta go. So I'm gonna hop off. It was
Well, thank you.
nice saying my piece. I do
Yeah.
hope that you
Thank you for doing so.
maybe suffer through a little bit of it. Just remember, stay safe, stay
Yeah.
groovy.
Likewise.
Thank
you for your
If y'all
service.
want to
you,
check out my
Brandon.
podcast, and my wife's podcast, it's It Gets Worse
It
on
gets worse.
Spotify. I know Spotify is the worst. I'm currently trying to push out into other forms of media as of tonight. So
Let's get
Great.
hey,
Nice.
hop back on here. Because I'm willing to join back on here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
It gets worse
yeah.
for some light, optimistic listening.
It gets worse, but you know what? It's up to us people to band together and build a community and make it better. So
Yeah. Yeah.
You're right.
Thank you for being our community today.
Thank you.
Random.
have a good night. Be safe.
Good night.
You as well.
Thanks.
Now, how the heck do I leave this thing?
Yeah.
Seems
We
like
can
that's what
boot
everybody's
ya.
saying.
Here. Disconnect. There you go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Does
But
anyone
yeah.
want to hear the rest of my rant?
Yeah.
No.
Go
or-
for it, Rowan.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Go on.
So apparently Mussolini got into power without winning an election or violating the Constitution. Like, okay.
My goodness.
And let's see.
And,
My
and
favorite
so
part
did
of
the other
this-
guy.
Well,
Yep.
Shitler got into power winning an election, right?
Yeah, but he didn't break any other
But he
any other
didn't.
rules.
Yeah, he didn't break any other rules. We're
Yes.
so fucked.
We're so fucked. Okay, and so Mussolini's campaign was called, get this, drenare la palude, which means drain the swamp in Italian.
I had no idea. I had
Yes, and
no idea, really.
oh yeah, yeah, and apparently the way he started to drain the swamp was by firing more than 35,000 civil servants. We're already there. Check that box. Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And then basically then in 1924 he pushed through an electoral law to try and put fascists in control of parliament. And so then the
What was
leader
the
of the
law?
socialists, I don't know. Let me see. It actually don't know. The book doesn't say, but it's basically him trying to overturn any amount of like democracy that parliament had. And so then the leader of the socialists saw that the votes were rigged, showed the world that the votes were rigged, and then he was kidnapped by thugs and unalived.
Oh boy.
I'm sure it was a suicide, guys.
Yeah.
Totally.
Careful with that
Careful,
word.
careful.
Oh,
That
sorry, I
Can we-
can't say that word. I
Yeah,
can't say that
for
word.
real on that
Can
one.
we all agree that they're taking a play out of Schmittler's textbook?
Mussolini.
Oh yeah, we'll get to
And it's
Schindler
not-
after Mussolini.
It's not going to work.
Hopefully it doesn't work.
Hopefully it doesn't work.
Hopefully, look, I
Well,
don't.
Mustachey Man was largely copying Mussolini.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all taking direct pages.
And it worked for all of them. I don't know what makes you think it's not going to work here. Have you met Americans?
It's
They
looking
look at
like it's gonna. It's looking like it's gonna work, and I don't want to say that in confidence.
And so then by the end of 1926, so like not even that long, he had abolished all competing political parties, eliminated freedom of the press, neutered the labor movement, and secured the right to name municipal officers himself. Y'all.
That's what he's trying to do with the military. Fire all of them. Let me appoint who I want.
And the post office and everything else.
Get fucked,
Just like-
man. Seriously, dude. This is not okay. This is not okay.
We're not okay at all.
Man.
And get this. Okay, so at one point, a person tried to pew him and hit him in the nose. And then he slapped a bandage on it, and later the same day, had to make like a big speech about it and everything. That sounds familiar. Of
Oh,
like
very
barely surviving a pewing and then making a big show out of it.
I'm saying
Yeah.
I'm saying it was a setup. I'm not dating whatever happened on this live. That was a setup.
Yeah. And then
I'm not
another
a crazy
thing,
American, but I'm a crazy American. Okay.
I feel that. The Mario Party? Amen, Ross. So Mussolini also created the idea of national self-sufficiency without ever grasping how unrealistic that ambition was. Think about that. Think about that. Yeah. And the book notes that the errors might have been avoided had he appointed good advisors. Instead, he discouraged his cabinet from proposing any idea that might cause him to doubt his instincts, which were always right. Like, bro, this is so absolutely, like, every single thing the same. So that was about Mussolini, and this next chapter was about Schindler. So let's read a little bit about him. Oh boy.
Hey, real quick, who is the CEO? The CEO with Luigi? Who was he working for?
United Healthcare.
Okay, and that's the insurance I have. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're a Fortune 5 company.
Do you know
I'm
who?
pretty
Do you
sure.
want to? Do you want to know who I
think
work
so.
for?
Who?
Integrity.
Dope.
Who's
Based.
that?
Have you heard of them?
Oh, wait, like a company? I thought you were making a metaphor.
Oh no, sorry. God, that would have killed, wouldn't it? Damn. That sounded good. How did you say that? Damn, that sounded good. I was being so serious. Oh my God.
work for the American dream.
Oh, that was solid.
What is integrity?
It's a big, big insurance company that
Oh.
hasn't gone public yet. Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't know if I feel.
So that is an ironic name.
I need to be. Yeah, exactly.
Not so based anymore.
Uh-huh. I got reasons I'm feeling eerie about everything in this world.
Mm-hmm.
God.
We are.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. Keep going. I want to hear the
real
last bits
citizens.
of Hiller because I'm falling asleep soon. So I do
Okay.
want to hear your notes or what you highlighted.
Yeah, so
from Schmittler.
according to this author, that he assumed power not even really because he was the most popular candidate, but because he commanded the most violent gangs. Yep. And so let's see. Sorry, I'm just,
No, you're fine.
let's see. Yeah, so within weeks of Schittler coming into power, the compliant political parties were abolished. The political parties who were just like, yeah, we'll just lie down and give Schittler power. It won't do anything against us. And then, immediately their political parties abolished. Like, duh. What did you think was going to happen? And then socialists were put under arrest. Yep. That's a
I
fun
didn't know
time.
that.
Yep.
I didn't know that at all.
Yep.
That's
Communist.
Good. Thank you for
Communist.
letting me know. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good point right there.
I'm gonna fact check a little bit of that. It was communists who were put under arrest.
Oh, okay. Sorry. This is just me reading from one book, so I could
Everybody
be wrong.
calls it socialists, but what they were really against was the atheistic communists of the place.
Socialists and communists get very misunderstood back in 1940s because it was very fucking similar.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, another interesting thing was one of the first steps was taking away citizenship of Jews. That sure sounds familiar. Yeah, let's abolish the 14th Amendment. Let's abolish birthright citizenship. I wonder who's gonna keep their citizenship and who's not.
I got a big problem with that.
Yeah.
They also started deporting what they called all the undesirables.
Yep. Oh boy.
Made all the schools private Christian schools.
Is it not crazy to think somebody that's filed for bankruptcy 6 different times, people are absolutely just raising up?
Ugh. Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either, y'all.
Right. Sorry, Rowan. I apologize. I get too into it.
No, you're okay. So the reason that audiences really liked Schittler was because he was perceived as being very authentic. That and the fact that when he went on his rants and rambles, he used very simple words that everyone could understand. And he lied like crazy, and if he just repeated the lie often enough, people believed it. It's so, like, textbook how much
It's
These men are
playing.
alike.
I mean, they're playing that game in the United States right now.
Wait, holy fuck. I didn't know that about the Prime Minister of Italy. I knew she was fascist. I did not know she. Wow.
Night night. Just want to
Oh,
let you
God.
know, history is
Yeah,
repeating itself.
Italy's
Night
pretty.
night.
Yeah.
Italy's not our favorite.
Yeah.
Good night.
So, yeah, and obviously, Hitler had a failed coup. Then, when he was, like, actually arrested, he was given a 5-year sentence and then was released on probation after only 13 months. And while he was in jail, he wrote a book.
Don't say the name of it.
We're
Don't
not
say
going to
the
say
name
the
of the
name of it, but he wrote a book that means my struggle, and we know what it is in German.
God was ready for that one.
Yeah. So yeah, he hated communists, and that's what they like all rallied behind. Was like, yeah, we hate communists and the Jews
I
and
would
like
like
everyone
to
else.
let y'all know that you can go online and read newspapers from the time. You can Google translate them from the time and area where he was.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I bet that's
Yeah,
so harrowing.
that's a lot of fun. I've done that a lot.
Listening
God.
to his speeches in American is absolutely
God, it's always
diabolical and terrifying.
I mean, whoever was printing the newspapers even before Hitler was born, they were gearing up for what he was going to do.
Absolutely.
They were primed and
That's what I'm
ready
saying.
in that
I
area
think
of the
we're-
world.
I think we're stock and prepared. I don't think this regime's going to happen, man. I don't foresee it happening. They're trying hard.
Yeah.
But
We got
That's
the timing
crazy.
right. I've been going to sleep
And-
at a reasonable hour lately, Cottage. That's why I keep missing you.
Okay. Do we need to wrap it up?
No, keep going. Keep going. Hold on. I'm gonna let you
Oh,
finish.
okay.
I will go to.
So-
I am gonna go to sleep soon, but you finish here.
Okay. And then one other thing, like, sounds off topic, but it's not. There's this musical called Cabaret.
I love cabaret.
Yes. So there's a part in Cabaret. It takes place in like
Weimar.
Yahtzee.
Yeah, well, it's the Weimar
times.
Republic
Well,
as it's transitioning
this
under.
has significance.
Yes, it does
Yeah.
have significance. Just
Wow. Okay.
Well, it's
Yes.
because the musical takes place in
During
in
that
the
time?
during that time, 1930s Germany.
Okay.
yes. So I've been seeing commentary about like people in the musical theater space that have seen this. There's a part of the musical
I
where
know
there
what
is
you're
a
gonna
song.
say.
Yeah, there's a song where one of the characters is dancing with someone in a gorilla costume, and he's like, I love this gorilla, I'm in love with her. And most of the song is supposed to be silly, funny, haha, he's in love with the gorilla, that's a joke, right?
And it's like if you could see her, like basically he's like if you could see her the way I do, basically, is the premise of the
Yes.
song. And he's saying like, oh, she's well read, she's intelligent, she doesn't drink, she's this, all these, yeah.
And the whole time the actress with him on the stage is just like running around acting like a monkey in a gorilla suit. So then the last line hits and he says, what is the exact wording?
The exact.
If you could only see her the way I do, she wouldn't look Jewish at all. That's the line. So normally, for years, this show has been on, in musical theater places for like years and years. And almost always that gets like a shocked, stunned silence. You can hear a pin drop when that last line drops. And they have said lately it's been getting laughter from audiences.
Not shocked laughter, because sometimes some people laugh when they're shocked a little bit, but more just like giggles and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like people like laughing, like genuinely laughing because they think it's funny. And the actors, like Cottage Clove said there, the actors have been calling it out on stage, just breaking character and
No,
saying
they
this is
don't
not
break
fun.
character.
Or
They
what-
stay in character. And they
okay,
say, no, it's not funny or it's not comedic. Pay attention. But they don't break character, supposedly.
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that was just one more thing I had to add in there because like
I almost dressed up as
literally-
Sally Bowles for Halloween this year. But I was a pole worker, a pole dancer. Pole as in the polls, like going to vote.
We're working
But
the
a pole
polls tonight.
dancer. It was a pun. Yeah, it was very silly.
That's funny.
costume. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so just a couple more things about Schittler.
Oh, okay.
So
Get
him
fuck ass.
Yeah, so Schittler, because he talked about how much he hated communists, that won him friends in the financial community and got him favorable coverage in the nation's largest media outlets.
That won the Republican side in Germany.
Yeah.
And he said he took over everything. That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
It didn't work out, though. It didn't work out for him. Okay?
Well, okay.
It was close. It was entirely too close to working out for him.
Yeah.
And
Another
it did work.
thing-
It did work out for him for way too long. Is the problem?
Right, you're right. You're right.
Don't
you're
say
right. man.
everyone
It worked
like
out.
everyone
He
unalives
had-
in the end. Okay, every
plan
human
worked
ends
out.
up gone, 6 feet under.
Right.
Every single human, but that's not the same as it didn't work out. It worked out
need to
fucking
be
great
a
for him
little-
for years and terribly for millions of other people. Let's not act like it'll be fine.
You're right. God damn it.
Sorry, keep
Yeah,
going.
another
Keep
thing
going, Ron.
Fuck.
that Schittler was doing. He said that all let's see, good news was bad news. So when the economy started doing better, when, everyone started feeling hopeful about the future, they were less interested in his cure-all of, we just have to hate everyone else. Interesting.
That's what I've been
And-
saying. I've been saying they want us desperate. The more desperate we
Yeah.
get, the more we, yeah.
And then also some of the leaders of the traditional political parties were just squabbling, not doing anything about Schittler. And so, yeah, then he got office, not winning a majority vote, and it was constitutional. Yeah.
Did he take over Poland first?
Yeah, that was where he invaded first,
That
right?
was
Yeah.
that was the first regime, first campaign.
Yep. And, this
You want
part.
to hear something crazy? Sorry, I don't want to interrupt. Real quick, my ex-wife, her grandmother. What's the word I'm looking for? She muled her diamond ring over here from Poland, and I married my ex-wife with that ring.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow.
So
That's kind of cool.
that was really that I think that's what
It took
made
3
me
days for him to
really,
cross Poland. Damn.
Yeah.
person I am,
Yeah.
what I believe, what I go for in life at this point. So
Yeah.
3 days
Yeah,
for
just
him
a
to
couple-
cross Poland is wild.
A couple more things. So, the reason that big business, the military, and the church, let me repeat that again, big business, the military, and the church sided with the Yazis is because they hated communism. And that sounded useful for those institutions. Yep. And so then most everybody thought He's an amateur. He's in over his head. He's not going to remain popular for long. Yeah. That's what
Was
we
Trump a
thought too.
communist
Cottage,
for the
he
first
just
4 years
recognized.
of the first term he had?
What's that?
Trump's never been a communist. What?
That's what I've kind of said.
No,
I was
he's
just
never
curious
been a
what everybody
communist.
else thought.
He's never been a communist.
No.
No, he's definitely
No.
never. You don't. No,
He's
absolutely
been
not.
nothing but big business. Like,
Yeah.
that's. Yeah.
No, and I've known that that's always been his provocative. You know,
hmm
I was just curious what everybody thought going in to his first term
No,
hmm
he's never been a
about
communist.
what he was.
No major party politician has ever come close in the United States has ever come close to communism. Not even a little bit.
hmm Yes. Okay, and then just a little more. Schittler started with a political blitzkrieg, which we're seeing now. It's just boom, 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 boom. Faster than we can even react. So then Schittler sent the SA, which became the, I don't know if I could say it, S times 2. It became them.
No, you can't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It became the S times 2. And he sent them to brutalize political opponents. And when necessary, take them to newly opened camps where they can concentrate. I don't think I can say that one either. Yep. And he purged the civil servants of disloyal elements and issued a decree banning Jews from the professions.
Yep.
And then barred unsympathetic journalists from their job.
Did you see? He barred a couple of them from the
What he's
Pentagon.
doing?
Oh, I'm sure
When
he
they
did.
say unsympathetic, they mean any kind of left-leaning media they got rid of.
Yep,
Just to be clear.
anything that does not revolve around
Yeah.
Orange Man.
Yeah.
Yep. And then he also, Schittler, consolidated political, intelligence, and police functions in a new organization. The G word, I don't know if I can say that. GESTAPO. Yep, that one. So we all know what that is and what they do.
See, the fact that he's in Washington and he's got the Capitol Police now, after what happened 4 years ago, just makes it very, you know,
Yeah.
I mean,
I think the fact also that he's getting rid of all the FBI and the CIA, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
yep, and he let all the Proud Boys out, all the J6ers and stuff.
Zaddy in the chat, I don't know what point you're trying to make. Schittler was charged with real charges.
let Zaddy come up in a box.
Yeah,
no,
like
no, no,
what
no,
the
I'm going to bed soon.
If
so
he's
we're not-
gonna
no,
come
I'm
into
going
the
to,
Yeah.
comments
no,
and
I'm
say
going to bed
something,
soon.
I mean,
No,
just
no,
come
no,
into a box.
no, I'm not.
No,
I'm going to bed soon, guys.
Brenna's keeping a good sleep habit hygiene going
Yeah,
on. Good
sorry.
job.
Thank you.
I'll finish this up with the last couple things about him. So there was he put in charge of the militia a guy called Ernst Rome. And so Rome started disagreeing with Schittler, and finally Schittler just unalived Rome. Yeah. And I
How do
wonder
you do that?
what's going to happen between Orange Man and Elon Muskrat, because like seeing that parallel, I'm like, oh, so
I know,
what's
I'm
gonna
looking
happen
forward
with
to it.
that?
I'm looking
I have
forward to
no
that little
idea.
project.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Sorry.
And Schittler would make his persecution of the defenseless seem like self-defense. Which I'm like, ooh, yeah. Bunch of people think that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's
So,
working out. Everything's working out for him. I mean, the voters are falling in line, doing as they're told. I mean, we're literally looking at it, watching it
yeah.
day by day.
Yeah. So pretty much all of the parallels between Hitler, Mussolini, and Orange Man, all the same thing. All the same thing. And I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Yeah. You're not losing
I'm
your
with
mind.
you. You're not alone. You're not alone.
I think everyone sees it.
Yeah.
Including
and then,
MAGA. They just love it. They're just fucking
oh,
schmazzies.
Austin is also a very fun person in the chat. We love that.
MAGA is eating it up
Austin.
every day, regardless if they're wrong. They love it.
Uh-huh.
I don't care. I'm an uneducated, intellectual individual.
Yeah. And so, I don't understand how people aren't wanting to, like, get in the streets. I was in the streets recently, and I don't understand why there aren't more people in the streets. Like, my town had thousands of people in the streets on Sunday, and it barely got news coverage from the mainstream news. Like,
I
they had,
honestly
like,
think people are scared because you look in Kentucky.
No,
I
think
mean,
it's
a girl posted up on Kentucky, and there was like it went before people up on the Capitol, and everybody was supposed to protest. I mean, I think people are scared right now. Honestly.
Well, I think they just don't get that much coverage because there's so much shit going on. Like, no offense, like keep
That's true.
protesting
No,
whether
no,
it gets coverage
That's
or media
absolutely
coverage or not.
true.
Keep doing it, but there's so much shit going on right now. Like, the important thing of the protests is to be there and to make a show and stuff in person to and whatnot. And obviously,
Main news sources are not going to show it right now.
well,
either.
they'll show a bit. I've seen reports on them, but it's like quick because there's so much more to cover. But like,
literally.
it's not. Don't be discouraged by it not being like front page news or anything like that.
Yeah, and like we had so much support. Like there was a huge highway underneath us. We were on a bridge, and we filled up like 3-4 bridges.
Wait,
full
were
of
you
people,
in
thousands of
LA?
people. No,
Oh,
Houston.
okay. Houston. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. That's great.
Yeah, and so
Same.
it was thousands and thousands of people.
Really?
Nice. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people. God, you should follow me. We should like
Connect.
talk if
Kiki.
anyone's in the same vicinity.
I've also been trying to share all the protest live streams that I find too, because more people
Yeah.
should be aware and support and stuff.
Yeah. I'm so
Amen,
mad.
amen.
I like none of the protest tomorrow in Albany. Like, I can't get to it because it's like a gazillion miles away from me, and I'm like,
I feel that.
yeah, I'm in New York City. Ironically, there's no protest here tomorrow that I know of, at least.
I've driven back to Raleigh and Charlotte here in North Carolina for the past like 3-4 weeks.
Linda, you're lying, or well, you're being lied to, and you don't have the capability of
My
fucking
voice.
fact check something so simple. You're being taken advantage of, Linda. Fuck off. All right.
Fuck off, Linda.
Yeah, Linda.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
just
you
about
didn't,
over
Linda.
being
You
nice to
obviously
him.
didn't. You didn't, Linda.
Linda, go away.
All right, well, guys, careful because I'm gonna get dinged for like bullying or something on here. You didn't fact check, Linda. Everyone fucking knows it. You should be embarrassed. It's embarrassing to be you right now. I'm gonna go to sleep,
Raleigh,
guys.
Thank you
Sorry.
so much for having me.
okay, yeah. Thank you for having
Yeah,
me.
thank you guys. Thank you, Rowan, for reading.
Oh
From
no, Andrew just showed up. Good night, Andrew.
Oh, Andrew just showed up.
I'd love
Sorry,
to come back
Andrew.
up here again.
Yeah, of course. We come on here, we hang out.
a
Thank you all,
chance.
Cottage. I'm glad that I'm not, Linda. I'm proud. History will be fucking brutal to you, to people like you, Linda. Your name will be lost in the history books, but the group of people you belong to will be absolutely dragged through the mud for all eternity. And I look forward to that, Linda. You should be ashamed. One day, I trust you will be. One day.
Linda,
All right.
and I'll back that up.
All right.
Every bit of what she just said.
Good night, guys. Thank you all.
Sweet dreams.
And I want to
Have
make
a
sure
good
that you know that if you have to leave, Rizzo can come stay with us.
Oh, thank you.
If you
God.
can't take the
I
puppy
do
with, the puppy
appreciate
can
that.
come here.
I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hey, y'all have a good night. It was a pleasure meeting y'all. It really was.
Likewise.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.